Hello, all of you guys, gals, and gender nonconforming pals. I'm quickly sending out my call to arms, and then we'll just dive on in. I may have made a mistake. The moment I go live, I suddenly have to go to the bathroom. Let me send out the call to arms. And then we'll see. There is a cat just lying in my lap. Hi, Skittles. Hi, baby. Where the fuck is... There's the channel. I messaged him. And then I also message here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna give people a moment to filter in, but I will be right. Yeah, I'll be right back. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Skittles, I'm sorry. I'm about to stand up. Whee! Oh fuck! You just fell all over my one leg. I can't stand up now. Fuck. Hi, Skittles. Please move. Thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh my god, I forgot. This game a lot. It is one of the big. It's one of the two main games that have been the inspiration for the game that I'm working on making. So yeah. Hold up, let me. Shh, you don't see this. Wait, fuck. I need to reboot the VTuber because I don't know why my mouth is like permanently stuck open. Let me quickly do that. Shh, you don't see all this behind the scenes shit. Shh. There we go. Okay, great. Okay, let's jump on over here. Let me get the game open. I don't have headphones on, so let me know if there is double audio. Developed by Chris Crows and written by Davey Reedon. Fun fact, if you watch Doug, that's his brother. We are going to be doing subtitles because I very much need them. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No, I have not. There's just a slide until the chair is barely visible. Hold on, my brain needs to be all wet. Let's see. Right now it's not visible. Now it's not equal, but close to equal. I'm gonna put it about there. Let me see once my stream catches up if it's okay. That like I'm gonna turn it up one or two just so it's easier for you guys to see on stream. Okay, confirm. Who's under the current time? Oh god. Oh wait, fuck. I have to do conversion because my phone is set in the 24-hour time. It is currently 1:47. No, because it's supposed to be accessed from the main menu. I need to check those out because I always need them. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Vibration. I do like English show titles on medium. We're turning them onto large because I do be blind. I don't know what that is. Color labels I don't really need. Content warnings. I'm gonna leave the content warnings off, but just a heads up, there are some things there. I'm gonna reduce motion, dexterity. Is auto? Sure. Okay. Audio, we're gonna leave those are. Video. Let's see. Ooh, actually, this is nice. Crouch, pause, interact A, move, look. Okay, great. How are the audio levels? Okay. This game just is very quiet. Hold up. Audios are 100% up. Great. I'm also going to say that I am waiting for a package to arrive, and if the package arrives, let me rephrase that. If the package arrives within like a reasonable amount of time for me to end stream, I'm going to be ending stream because I want to open it up and shit. But if it's not like a reasonable amount of time for me to have been live, then I will keep streaming. Anyway,
this is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee.
Okay, I'm gonna put my headphones on because I think there might be double audio.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Okay, I know you guys can't hear it right now. That's because I have headphones in all of a sudden, which is bullshit. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear it when I hit play again.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders
Okay, I think that's great now.
as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Just let me know how the audio balances.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I hate Mondays. Me too! I hate today, and it's a Monday.
But
No.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
My God, he knew an hour
Eventually,
passed.
someday,
Like, the
they
fuck?
would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I might have accidentally skipped what happened there. But okay. Anyway, we got one ending. Woo!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There we go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural
Really
narrative
small area to be
tropes.
allowed to walk
So,
around in.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a moment. I know there is a setting called Setting World Champion where you have to adjust every single setting to every single amount. So I'm going to quickly do that. Okay, field of view 70 is where we started. Okay, camera camera sensitivity, we're at 5. English, because I don't know any of the other languages. Okay, 80% is where we're supposed to be for the subtitle background opacity. I don't know if it counts with me when it starts skipping all of that. This is going to be turned back off anyway. But yeah, I want to go for settings world champion. I like all of, like, the dumb little things with this game. It's very amusing. Oh wait, hold up, there's more. Woo! Anyway, while I'm doing this, chat, how's your day been? Okay, we're not resetting the data. Main volume. We'll turn that all the way down to 0 and then all the way back up to 100.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I like actually hearing the music while I'm doing this. That's amusing. And honestly, it's a nice touch to make sure that everyone knows, like, what the volume's going to be like. Yo! I got the settings world champion, even though I didn't do the video settings.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yo, I got an achievement for getting my first achievement. That's funny. Are you sick of this gag?
Ah,
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now,
Oh
here
my
comes
god,
the
it's
real
all
question.
gone.
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
We would have started
Do you
over.
think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Hey, I consider myself
Well, now,
pretty lucky.
I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh, there's the window. I was wondering where the window went. Wait, do I... Oh, wait, hold up. I got the you can't jump... What? I got the you can't jump achievement, but I don't have a jump button assigned on my controller. I just have interact. Because, like, that would be... Yeah. Is it seriously just gonna... I guess let's begin the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Hold up, I tapped out for 1 second, all of a sudden I've got so many notifications. Hold up. Sorry, I was doing something and I just got mildly sidetracked. My girlfriend messaged me back. Anyway, back to the game. I'm spamming A. I'm using my controller.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Where's 417? Where's 417? Here it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where is it? Where's 437? Wait, fuck, I went the wrong way, did I? Well, shit. Oh, no, it's right here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Where's 415? It's 417. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Where was it? Back over here. Okay.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Copy machine!
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now.
417, you got it!
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Where's 419? Oh, wait, would it be back the other way? It would be back the other way. Fuck. I was on this side.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
417. Here's 416.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again! Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
I got the achievement.
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that I like clicking on shit. Let's see. Let's keep wondering. I'm very curious about this. What do you mean input received? Anyway.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Oh God, what should I do? Should I be the good little boy, or should I be the chaotic gremlin child that I am? I'm thinking chaotic gremlin child.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
I like pissing off
And in the end,
narrator.
it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you.
Hold up. I gotta be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me pause the Binding of Isaac music I'm playing. I got a call from a family member. That's all that was. Sorry if that got kind of confusing. I am back. Okay. Let's jump back into the game.
If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
So, I'm looking, and the crouch, like, let's say this is eye level. The crouch is like I'm sitting on the ground. I find it very amusing. Stanley Parable. By the way, these are all like bullshit random numbers, but I find this very amusing. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. I find that funny. I have not been playing this game for 7.5 hours. Friend list is empty? That's not true. I've got friends on Steam. Anyway.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Honestly, no, it didn't.
Honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
I'm going to pause for one moment and look at the Steam page, because regardless, I am not going to go for it if it is an achievement. I don't think it is, though. Mostly because I would, like, just die. Okay, no. It's not an achievement. Also, there's 2 achievements, technically 3, that I'm definitely not going to be getting today. Achievement number 1 is play this all day on a Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Number 2 is not touching this game for 10 years. Clearly, I'm not going to do that right now. And number 3 is the achievement that's broken and you like actively cannot get.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not playing this for 4 hours. Anyway, I'm just gonna let the baby run into it.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because I don't have 4 hours.
I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
So I believe this is the game Firewatch,
Fascinating.
which I have
What do you
access
think
to. I
this game
just
is
don't know
about,
anything about
Stanley?
it.
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I'm
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So
The
far,
singular
I love
mind.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems as if you
Wyoming
Come, let's venture outward and see what else
Death
is out
strikes
there.
at 2. That was the Minecraft door open noise. Floor of the sunshine. Welcome from Wyoming. So we're in Wyoming apparently now. Who fire watches the first fire watch? Actually, this fire watch. Oh my god, the astronaut. What's this say? Supplies for 2 forks. Okay then. Anyway. Don't tread on me. This is very American. Damn. Yeah. Let's keep on adventuring.
No, it can't be.
What can't be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
I like adventuring.
Just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any...
There's a gap over there.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice...
No, let me out!
Insurmountable walls.
Let me out! Let me out of here!
Okay, I think this will be just the
I don't like being confined! Oh my god, we're in Rocket League.
Wonderful.
I have
See,
Rocket
this is
League! I should
exactly
play
what I
it!
had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Is that a challenge?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Give me
Oh,
the ball. Do it,
we
do
shall
it, give
run the
me.
bases and do a touchdown together.
Give me.
Yes, I think surely we must.
I want to get my grimy little hands on the ball.
Have fun.
Looks like Rocket League. Yep, this is Rocket League. This is like actually, fun fact, they got the assets for Rocket League for this part of the game.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Are you
Is it
winning,
better than
son?
my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley,
No,
I'm
no,
like
no,
a
not
child
that
in a
way.
confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Holy fuck. Go on, get in the goal, get in the goal, get in the goal.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Oh, whoops.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I was gonna jump in there on purpose, but not that moment. That one was on accident.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Please read.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Let's go this way. Where the fuck are we? Oh, there's light over here, because that's totally not scary in any way whatsoever. It's this singular light.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Yippee! That was fun. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Okay, now let's go through and let's listen to what the narrator says.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling a
fired.
wave
Don't
of
get
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Broom closet!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope, we're standing in the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
We're gonna stay here for a little bit, though. I'm gonna eat my apple turnover.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Let me
He wasn't
be!
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Mm-hmm. I will keep doing that. Because I'm eating an apple
Are you
turnover.
really still in the broom closet?
Mm-hmm.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
My explanation is I'm standing here so I can hide while I eat my apple turnover. It's really yummy.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I didn't want to get in trouble for eating the apple turnover, so I'm hiding in the broom closet so I can eat it in peace.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
I was not expecting
Bad
that.
old drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Holy fuck. I was not expecting that comment.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
I'm not using keyboard, I'm
In
using
a
controller.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Joke's on you, I've got
Therefore,
headphones
prey
on.
to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term
I'm actually gonna head out now, but yeah.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, chat, how's everyone been doing today? Executive bathroom? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
4325, I think, is the
stunned
code.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
4325
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
I'm trying to get an
But
achievement
of
here. Give me a
course,
second.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Trying to get an achievement here. How many times do I have to do it?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 8, 4, 5.
I'm gonna quickly pause. How do I get the achievement? I thought it was just you typing. Oh no, it's typing in all 8s. I was wrong. I'm probably doing that 3 times.
8.
There we go.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
Sorry,
and
I
the
want to
door
get
just
achievement. Why
opened
did it get
all
dark?
by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What the fuck? That was weird. Well, this totally isn't eerie.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Also, I want to keep streaming, but my body just feels like it is about to implode on itself, so I might have to end this a lot sooner than I want to, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this
One of them's
place
fired.
where freedom meant nothing.
2 of them are fired. Huh. Stanley was number 427, right? Let's see. Let's look at it when it jumps back through for 427. Yeah, that would be Stanley's desk.
This mind control for
I'm also gonna say, when I finish this time through, I am probably gonna end stream because my body just wants to die on me right now, and this is not good. I'd rather not have to deal with it on stream. I want to keep streaming. We'll see if I stream later. The answer's probably gonna be no, but we'll see.
facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I want to quickly call out that up there, that little thing that's sticking out to stand on looks vaguely familiar, like the last ending we got where we just didn't listen.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Let me
Where
out!
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or
Oh, that
even
wasn't
power
falling, that
he
was
had
stairs
been
down. I was
seeking,
so confused.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
Let me
but
out.
to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Well, let me out.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And on that note, I am going to end stream because my body is feeling funky and I don't want to keep playing. Like, as much as I love this game and I love streaming and I love chatting with you guys, I feel like shit. All of a sudden I feel like shit and I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to keep streaming, because I do. I don't feel comfortable streaming with my body being all janky like this. So I am going to end stream for today. So on that note, have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is, whoever the fuck you are, all of you guys, gals, and gender nonconforming pals! And I will see you all next time.